Today, we're diving into the mystical world of magic items, where we'll uncover the unique effects of each item and reveal what kind of heroes can wield them for their full potential. I assume you can read yourself, so I won't bore you with the base stats of each item. Nothing more to say, so let's dive in. Starting with the Wishing Lantern, which is the newest mage item. The unique passive works very simple. Whenever you deal more than 800 damage, and that can be in one or multiple hits, butterflies will attack to deal 10% of the current HP of your target. The damage calculation is before damage reduction, so whenever your skill says it deals more than 800 damage, the effect gets activated. Very effective for continuous damage heroes. Next, we have Flask of Oasis. The first effect just makes you heal 12% more, which is helpful for heroes with healing abilities. The next effect gets activated when you heal on or provide a shield to allies which health is below 35% or falls below this during the next 3 seconds. You provide them a shield which lasts 3 seconds. This effect works once every 60 seconds on each ally, including yourself. Every time this shield gets activated, your skill's cooldown gets reduced by 2 seconds. Which can really stack up during team fights. Whenever it's on cooldown, it shows this icon. This item is perfect for heroes who can heal or give shields frequently. The third item is Genius Wand. 10 magic penetration is added to your hero from the first effect. The second effect reduces the magic defense of enemies hit by magic damage up to 7.5, which stacks up to 3 times and lasts 2 seconds. By reducing the magic defense of opponents, not only you, but also your allies benefit from higher magic damage. This item is great for heroes who deal continuous damage, preferably with skills that hit multiple targets. Let's talk about the Lightning Truncheon, which has an effect that gets activated every 6 seconds, and it shows this icon when it's available. It adds a lightning effect to the first unit you deal damage to with one of your skills, which hits up to 3 enemies and briefly increases your movement speed. The damage is calculated by 120% of your magic power, so it's most effective on heroes who build lots of magic power. Bloodwings is next and has quite an easy, unique effect. It just adds a shield every 20 seconds, based on 800 plus 100% of your magic power. While the shield is active, you gain 30 extra movement speed. And whenever you lose this shield, you gain 150 movement speed for 1 second. This item is also for heroes who build lots of magic power and can use some extra defense. Next up, Starlium Scythe. This effect gets activated after using a skill, and it makes your next basic attack deal additional true damage based on 100 plus 100% of your magic power, which has a cooldown of 1.5 seconds, and briefly gain 10% movement speed. Ideally, you pick this item on heroes who build lots of magic power for high damage, on heroes who have short cooldown on their skills, so they can use basic attack effectively. There are not a lot of heroes who can use it, but the ones that do get some serious additional damage. Then we have the Glowing Wand, which is now 2 items in one, because it also has the effect of the previous Necklace of Durance. The first effect burns a target for 3 times, dealing magic damage, which is equal to 1.5% of the target's max HP with every burn. The second effect gets also activated after dealing magic damage, so this reduces the shield and healing effect of enemies by 50% for 3 seconds. This item does well on heroes who deal area of effect damage with their skills, and preferably with low cooldown and high range. Next is the Ice Queen Wand, which has a slowing effect on enemies. Every time you deal skill damage to an enemy, it slows the target's movement speed by 10% for 3 seconds, which stacks up to 30%. Take note that this effect has a 1 second cooldown, so it takes some time before enemies get harmed by the full potential. This item is just like the previous one, effective against heroes who deal a lot of small amounts of damage on multiple enemies. Then we have Concentrated Energy, which fits heroes who rely on spell vamp. The first unique effect adds 20% hybrid lifesteal, which makes you gain HP back when dealing damage. The second effect adds up to 6 stacks every 0.4 seconds, which adds 5 magic power each. Reaching the maximum stacks increases the magic damage by 12%, which is quite a lot. This item goes well on heroes who deal continuous damage and need to recover HP. Next up, Holy Crystal, which adds the most amount of magic power of each item. It has one unique effect that adds 21 to 35% extra magic power, which is based on your hero's level. The Holy Crystal fits best on heroes who need lots of magic power and should be combined with other high magic power items. Divine Glaive is the following item, which has two unique effects. The first one adds 40% magic penetration, which means that you ignore 40% of the magic defense of your target. The second effect increases this by 0.1% for every magic defense your target has, which is capped at 20%. This item works on high burst damage heroes and against enemies with lots of magic defense, since it removes a percentage. Use it to counter heroes with at least 100 magic defense. Otherwise, the Genius Wand is often a better choice. Clock of Destiny is next, which has a revamp lately. It now has two unique effects, and the first one adds 5 to 12 hybrid defense when dealing magic damage to enemy heroes, which can stack up to 6. The second effect lets you recover 50% HP and 15% mana when your HP or mana bar reaches below 50%. Both effects can only get activated once every 60 seconds. This item can add a lot of defense, especially when you play a hero who can easily deal magic damage. Pick this item on heroes who deal continuous damage. Feather of Heaven enhances your basic attacks. The first unique passive makes your basic attack do extra magic damage based on your magic power. Additionally, your hero gets 6% extra attack speed after using basic attack, attacking up to 30%. The second unique passive effect. This item is perfect for heroes who rely on a mix of basic attacks and magic damage, allowing them to dish out consistent and high damage with not only their skills, but basic attacks as well. Next, we have the Enchanted Talisman, an interesting item for lots of heroes, and this item has two interesting unique passive effects. The first one makes you regenerate 50% of your max mana every 10 seconds, which means 1.5% per second. The other one increases your max cooldown reduction by 5%, which means your cooldown reduction can get up to 45% instead of 40%. This item works well on heroes who are mana dependent and want to max their cooldown reduction. Especially heroes with lots of mana can benefit greatly from the first effect. Then we have 3 items left, which are all adaptive items and can be used in attack and magic builds. And the first one is the Winter Crown. This item adds an active ability to your hero, which can be activated every 100 seconds. By casting it, your hero freezes for 2 seconds, and during this time you won't receive damage, but you're unable to attack or move. It's a very effective item to protect yourself from high burst damage, or wait safely to get your skills off cooldown again. Next up, the Fleeting Time, which is an item for heroes with high cooldown reduction on their ultimate. It only has one unique passive effect, which reduces your current ultimate's cooldown reduction by 30% after making a kill or assist. It can greatly decrease your cooldown reduction as long as you're active during teamfights. The very last item is the Sky Piercer, which also has one unique effect. So after buying this item, your hero eliminates the target when you deal damage to it when your enemy reach a certain HP percentage. It will always kill the target when it has only 4% HP, but you can get this threshold up to 12% by getting stacks. Every kill adds 10 stacks, which goes up to 80, but you lose 30% of your stacks when getting killed. This item is really powerful when you're ahead of the enemy and keep a high amount of stacks. If you're behind, don't buy this item, since it's not effective at all at low stacks. These were all the unique effects of magic items explained, and I really hope you now fully understand them and are able to use it effectively. If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, I would appreciate it if you could hit that like button. Should I do the defense items or attack items next? For now, check out this video about the marksman tier list to find out the worst and best ones right now.